I'm gonna say something pretty controversial. Connor Bedard's pretty good at hockey. Now, I know, hot take, dislike, unsubscribe, but hear me out for a second. So as we all know, Connor Bedard has just broken multiple Team Canada records at this year's World Junior Tournament. In the overtime victory against Slovakia, Bedard scored 2 goals, including the overtime winner. With those 2 goals, Connor Bedard not only has 8 goals in this World Junior Tournament, but has 16 in his World Junior career, which breaks the all-time Team Canada record for most goals at the World Juniors, a record previously held by Jordan Eberle for over 10 years, who had 14. Breaking a record that stood for over a decade is impressive, but it's not even the oldest record he broke. With 34 World Junior points, he also broke Eric Lindros's record for most points by a Team Canada player at the World Juniors. Eric Lindros had 31 points in the World Juniors, a Team Canada record that stood for 30 years. Since then, the only players who have come relatively close to that record are Jordan Eberle and Brayden Schenn, who both had 26 in their World Junior career. Connor Bedard broke a 30-year-old record, a record set by a Hall of Fame player, and in case that wasn't crazy enough for you, he did it in 7 less games. Bedard is simply unreal, but even that isn't the oldest record he broke. Connor Bedard has 21 points in the World Junior so far, which gives him the record for the most points put up by a Team Canada player in a single tournament, a record that was previously set in 1977 by Dale McCourt, who had 18 points in a single tournament. Since then, the only player who has come close to that record was Brayden Schenn in 2011, who tied it. So Connor Bedard broke a 13-year-old record, a 30-year-old record, and a 46-year-old record, and he's only 17 years old. Not only that, but the tournament's not over yet, so he could still continue to demolish these records. But forget about the Team Canada records. Connor Bedard is threatening the all-time records right now. Bedard is tied for the 4th most points scored by a player in a single World Junior tournament, and is already top 10 in all-time goals and points. And when I say he's threatening these all-time records, I'm talking about like right now. The all-time points record at the World Juniors is held by Peter Forsberg with 42. Connor Bedard is 8th all-time with 34. If Connor Bedard puts up 4 points in his next game, and Canada moves on to the finals, and Bedard has another 4-point game in the finals, he'll tie the all-time record. And seeing that he's averaging over 4 points a game in this year's tournament, that's not too far-fetched. Assuming Canada makes it to the finals, if Bedard's able to put up 10 points in the next 2 games, apart from breaking the all-time record, he'll also tie the record for most points in a single tournament from any player, a record that's also currently held by Peter Forsberg. And even if he isn't able to break these records in this year's tournament, like I said before, he's only 17. He realistically has 1 or 2 more World Junior tournaments in his future, which is more than enough time to not only surpass, but absolutely destroy the all-time records. And if for some reason you're not convinced about Connor Bedard, last season with the Regina Pats, he put up 100 points in just 62 games. And this season, he currently has 64 points in just 28, a better pace from the previous season. There are probably some GMs who watched the World Juniors and thought to themselves, maybe we should sell at the deadline, because Connor Bedard is just unfair, honestly. And like I said at the beginning of the video, Connor Bedard is pretty good at hockey, which again, I know, hot take, I'm so brave for saying that. And that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. We hit 100 subscribers before the end of the new year, which is incredible, and are at 140, which is even more insane. Thank you all for the support, it means a ton, and thank you for watching.